It's amazing. Double whammy moisture. That's what I'm going for. God, Megan, stop saying Starting over. Take 2. Actually, it's like take 10. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I filmed again, but to be completely honest, I just had to give myself a break. I was starting to put too much pressure on myself and starting to stress out too much about my social media accounts, being my Instagram and here on YouTube. I wasn't enjoying myself as much as I was in the beginning, and so it wasn't something that I wanted to do. Now I've taken this break. I watched a ton of Gilmore Girls. My mom-in-law came to town. We had Thanksgiving and I spent a lot of time with my family, and now I'm back and I feel revived. My creativity levels are spiking. I feel like I can really come out with some good content for the holidays, and so we're giving it another go. I feel like 2017 is going to be my year for YouTube. So let's see what happens. If you've stuck around this entire time, thanks so much for doing that, and I hope that this next year will be good for us and our YouTube career. So for today, I'm going to be filming my skincare routine. I have absolutely no makeup on, not even brows. These are my natural brows. They look a hot mess because, like I said, I didn't wear makeup for a while. But we're going to get those under control. Don't worry about it. So this is my skin as it is with nothing on it. It's actually pretty good right now. I do have quite a few breakouts right here because Lady Luck is supposed to be coming here soon. So these are all hormonal breakouts. I can never really seem to get them to go completely away. By the time they clear up, she's back, then she breaks me out, and then she goes away. I get them cleared up. And it's like a revolving cycle. You know how that is. And then all of this, basically all of this right here, I do have a little bit of texture, but most of this is scarring. So it's not actual active breakouts, which is, I mean, scarring's not ideal, but I'd rather have scars than acne because I have found a product that I think is diminishing my scars. So we're going to jump right into what I do to take care of my skin. And first and foremost, I will say that I'm a girl who never, ever, ever, ever sleeps in her makeup. If I have makeup on my face, I make sure to get that stuff off my face before I go to bed, because at nighttime is when your skin heals itself, and I don't want that stuff clogging my pores throughout the night. My skin is what it is right now, and I don't want to do anything to make it worse. So to take off my makeup, I have found that the best thing for me to use is coconut oil. It's just pure, unrefined, cold-pressed coconut oil, 100% organic, extra virgin, whatever that means. It's just basic coconut oil. I literally grabbed this off the shelf from Walmart, like with all the other cooking oils, and it's a solid right now, but throughout the whole summer it was a liquid, which was kind of crazy to dip my fingers into straight up coconut oil, but right now it's a solid because my house is freezing, which, don't get me wrong, I like that, but I literally just get 2 scoops of it, like a finger scoop of it, melt it into my fingers, and then rub it on my face, and it takes legitimately everything off my face. Eyelash glue, foundation, mascara, brows, all of it just melts off my face, which makes it so much easier to like clean it out. Plus, I feel like the oil is good for my skin. After I go through with that coconut oil, I have to grab my makeup wipes. I'll go through with a Costco Kirkland makeup wipe. These makeup wipes are all over YouTube because they are extremely affordable, not expensive in the slightest. The pack is like $15 and it has, I think, 6 of these, and 6 or 8 of these, and then 2 travel size wipes. And these makeup wipes are extremely gentle on my skin. They're nice and stretchy, so they don't tug at your skin. You can get your entire face covered. You don't have to use like 2 or 3 makeup wipes to get all of your makeup off. After getting all of the makeup and coconut oil off my face with the makeup wipe, I'll go through and cleanse my skin using the Purity Face Wash by Philosophy. I've been using this face wash for probably 3 years now. It's just my favorite cleanser, and I've tried a few other cleansers that I just haven't been a fan of. This is very gentle on my skin, but I feel like it does a good job of cleansing my skin and getting everything off of my skin. Plus it smells fabulous, and I can get it all tap, which is good because I get a discount. So after cleansing my skin, I'll go through and tone my skin. In the morning, I always use my Badescu Special Cucumber Lotion. This toner is very hydrating. It smells fabulous. I feel like I'm going to say that about all of my products. Smelling on my face is like, it means a lot to me, I guess. I don't know. But this toner is for combination oily skin, which is perfect for my skin because I have combination skin, but I have some areas like my forehead. Basically, my T-zone gets extremely oily, and out here can tend to get kind of dry. So this works for my skin all around. Also, it's not a harsh toner at all. I feel like it still does a good job of balancing out my pH, but it's not harsh. Like, it doesn't strip away any of the excess oil that's supposed to be on my skin off my skin. So this is my favorite toner that I've been using for quite some time. If I'm doing my toning at night, I'll use that toner on a day-to-day basis, but if I'm doing anything extra on my skin, like a face mask or any of my extra serums that I have that I'll show you, I'll go through with my Peter Thomas Roth Glycolic Acid 10% Toning Complex Clarifying Toner. And this is basically just a glycolic acid. And what glycolic acid does, as far as I know, I'm not an esthetician by any means, but from what I've read, this helps to open up my pores and really make it so that whatever I'm putting on top of my skin after using that toner can really seep into my pores and into my skin and do a better job of working. So that's why whenever I'm going to be doing anything extra to my skin, I tone with that to make sure that what I'm doing extra is actually working and it's not just sitting on top of the skin. So something extra that I would put on my skin, I'm going to show you right now, and both of them are by Murad. One of them is the Rapid Age Spot and Pigment Lightening Serum. Looks like this. It's just a serum that is 2.2% hydroquinone skin lightener. It's just a skin lightener. They do have one specifically for acne spots, but I didn't realize that they had that before I bought this, and it's basically the same main active ingredient is that hydroquinone skin lightener. I have some marks on this side of my face that have been here since I was in high school, so 10 years ago, and it's lightening them. They're not as vivid as they were before. It's doing a great job at lessening my redness, which is a win in my book. For my spot treatment that I use, I'm using right now the Murad Acne Spot Fast Fix 3.5 benzoyl peroxide acne treatment. My skin's kind of strange to where I can use benzoyl peroxide for 3 to 4 months and it'll work, and then all of a sudden it'll stop working. So I have to change up and go to the salicylic side of life. And so when I do the salicylic side of life, I use the Clean and Clear one, which is a completely affordable, like so cheap it's not even funny, and it works really, really well. Then that'll work for 3 or 4 months, and then it will stop working, and I'll go back to the benzoyl peroxide. So right now I'm living the benzoyl peroxide life, and that's what I'm using, and it's working still for now. Okay, so far as that goes, as far as a normal day-to-day routine, considering that I only use those 2 Murad products like 2 to 3 times a week, if I'm going to be wearing makeup 3 or 4 days out of the week in a row, so say I work at Ulta Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I feel like I need to really deep cleanse my face. So I'll go through with my Clarisonic, either way, this still has water in it, it's dripping on me, so I'm gonna put it down. I'll go through and cleanse with that on one of the days that I'm wearing a lot of makeup, and then the day after I'm not wearing any makeup, just to make sure that I'm really getting all of that makeup out of my skin. I feel like sometimes, even though I do all those extra steps, makeup can still lay on my skin, and I really just hate the idea of it doing that and breaking my skin out even more. Plus, the Clarisonic gets all the dead skin that's hanging out around my acne scars and my acne marks off of my skin, and I feel like it just leaves me with brand new skin layer on the top, which is nice. And then if I'm not using that, if I'm not working too many days at Ulta and I don't use that, I'll use it like once a week minimum, maximum 2 times a week, because I don't want to really irritate my skin. I'll use the Murad Skin Smoothing Polish Pore Reform. This is a very, very gentle cleanser. It has microbeads of some kind in it. It almost feels like sand, but not scratchy sand. They kind of like dissipate the more you use them to scrub your face. So it's like something that melts while you're using it. But it's a very, very gentle exfoliator, and it's been working wonders on my skin in the meantime of using my Clarisonic. So if I'm not using my Clarisonic, I'll use that 2 times in the week, in addition to the Clarisonic, using it once, so that my skin is getting the exfoliation that it needs, but not over exfoliating my face. When I first got my Clarisonic, I was using it every day, and I feel like it made things worse on my skin because I was just over exfoliating. which isn't good by any means. So those are my exfoliants, and now I'm going to tell you about my moisturizers. My day-to-day moisturizer that I use every morning is going to be the Ultra Repair Cream by First Aid Beauty. I do love this moisturizer. It smells really good, and it moisturizes my skin very, very well without making me oily. So if I'm not wearing any makeup, I'll just put that moisturizer on, and I'll notice throughout the day that my skin doesn't get shiny. I've had some moisturizers that I'll put them on, and then 2 hours later, I'm oilier than oily. So like, it's like, I feel like my skin's overcompensating and making more oil because the moisturizer's not doing its job. This doesn't happen. That doesn't happen with this moisturizer. By the end of the day, I'm still like normally shiny, not like overly shiny. So I feel like it does a good job moisturizing my skin. Plus I can get it at Ulta, which is always good. My nighttime moisturizer is going to be the Honest Beauty Younger Face Deep Hydration Cream. This stuff smells so good. This whole line actually smells really good. And it makes me feel like a grease ball at night, which it's kind of strange. I don't want to feel like a grease ball during the day, but at night I put as much moisture on my skin as I possibly can. Just because, like I said, my nighttime routine, I want to heal my skin. I want to put things on my skin that are going to help my skin rejuvenate and feel better in the morning, younger and plumper and prettier in the morning. Who doesn't want to wake up prettier in the morning? So on a day-to-day or a night-to-night basis, I'll use this moisturizer. And sometimes if I feel like my skin is feeling extra dry, I'll go through and add 2 or 3 drops of my Tarte Maracuja oil into it to make it feel even more greasy or moisturized, I guess you would say. Greasy, moisturized, same thing, right? I'll put this in there and it'll make my face super duper duper shiny, and just when I wake up in the morning, I'll still be shiny, but my skin will feel nice and soft and radiant and glowing and just not dry in the slightest, nice and moisturized, which is what I want my skin to feel like when I wake up in the morning. So now, I love face masks. I'm going to tell you about my face masks, but I'm only going to tell you about 3. If I were to tell you about all my face masks that I have, girl, we'd be here all day. We ain't got time for that. So I'm just going to tell you about my 3 favorites that I've been using a lot lately. And the first one is the African Soap Clarifying Mud Mask with tamarind extract and tea tree oil by Shea Moisture. This mask is life. I will always have this mask in my drawer because this mask, you put it on, I only use it on the bottom half of my face because my forehead doesn't really have anything on it, no bumps or anything like that. I only put it on this half of my face, and this bad boy brings out bumps that I didn't even know I had. Like pores, it draws everything out of the pores. Like I'll have a little mark, a little texture. The next day I'll wake up and that texture will be a full-on pimple ready to go, like ready to be gone, which is amazing. I want my skin to be nice and smooth and luxurious and beautifully like a baby doll, or like a baby doll's butt. I want it to be nice and soft, and that thing brings out everything. Everything that's down in the bottom, it clears it all out, which is great for me. I know it looks bad in the beginning, but you get it off your skin and boom, good to go. So then the next mask that I like to use on a weekly basis is the Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask. And this one's, again, more for moisture. So I like to put this on before we go to bed, before we like watch a show or whatever. And so you put this on, it smells really good. Like I said, everything in my skincare routine has to smell good. I don't know why. But I put it on my face and then let it sit, usually for an hour, hour and a half. And then before bed, it says to tissue it off, which I literally just like dab a tissue on it. Nothing really ever comes off, but just in case there's like a dollop sitting somewhere that's not supposed to be there, I just tissue it off. And then you sleep with it, and in the morning, like, my face just feels so soft, so hydrated, so smooth, and it's just like, yes. Sometimes I'll even put that on, sit with it for 2 hours, tissue it off, and then put my moisturizer with the Maracuja oil on top of it. So that's like double moisture, double whammy moisture. And then a spot treatment mask that I like to use is the Glam Glow Super Mud Clearing Treatment. This mask is so expensive. Like, so expensive. $69 for this little mask, and I can't get it at Ulta, so I don't get no discount on it. That's expensive. So I don't use this as a mask, ever. I never put this over my entire face, because then it'd be gone in like 3 masks. I'm not about that life. So I use this on big spots like, oops, these ones, I would put it on them, or like this big one right here, I'd put it on there. And then just sleep with it overnight and let it do its job overnight. I don't know that you're supposed to leave that on overnight, but I'm living on the edge and I leave it on overnight. And so that completes my skincare routine. I hope you guys like this video. If you yourself suffer from acne of any kind and have any suggestions for anything that you think I should use in the future, go ahead and leave them down below in the description bar. If anything helps anybody else's acne or it says it's going to help acne, I'm down to try it. So let me know your thoughts. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. I know I want you to. And I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.